Now in this video I'll be talking about the open interest in options. Now open interest in options. Now before we understand the open interest in the option, we need to understand who actually creates option. It is actually the writer who creates the option. The fundamental way of looking at it is that if there is no person who is willing to take the obligation, then who will get the rights? Because it's a writer who takes the obligation, only then the person will get the rights. So it is the writer of an option who actually creates the options in the market. Now let me consider, say for example, there is a company, Hindustan Unilever Limited, and on it we have some options. Say for example, now we have two persons, Mr. A and Mr. B. Now Mr. B created say for example he created 5 options that were bought up by the Mr. A. Therefore the open interest in the market is going to be equal to 5, because let me first write down. Mr. A is long and this is short, so short party is the writer, so he's created 5 options which is bought by the Mr. A. Therefore the open interest is 5, and the volume in the market is also going to be equal to 5. Now let us suppose that this Mr. A sold down the some of the options to Mr. C. Say for example, Mr. A sold 2 options to Mr. C. Now the open interest in the market still is 5, because there are still 5 options in the market, but the volume has now increased to earlier there were 5, now there are 2 more, therefore the open interest is now 7. Now let me now talk about now say for example another person came into the market, say for example Mr. D, and he created say for example 3 more options, and they were bought up by Mr. D. Now the open interest in this case has increased, because there are 3 more options that have been created. Therefore the open interest now is going to be 5 plus 3 is 8, and the volume is going to be 7 plus 3, that is 10. Now say for example this Mr. B now wanted to buy back its options, and he bought back from Mr. E say for example 1 option. He earlier had created 5, bought 1 back, therefore the options now have been reduced in the market because he bought back its liability. Therefore now the open interest in the market is only 7 and the volume is 11.